ready?
Yeah.
All right, Cameron, how you doing today?
I'm doing good.
All right, that's good to know. What brings you in today?
Really just here to talk about my whole Thanksgiving week.
Oh, for real?
A lot of stuff happened.
Was it like good, bad? How'd it go overall?
It was okay.
Okay, so we gonna just jump right into it?
Hmm.
Okay, what was like the first thing you wanna discuss?
The first thing, so we'll start with, the day before, a couple days before Thanksgiving. Basically my family, told me late, last minute, that I was gonna be grilling on Thanksgiving.
Grilling?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was like, dang, I wasn't kind of expecting it, cause they wanted me to make like my sauce. I have like this special barbecue sauce that I make, and there's like you need a grill and stuff like that. And I was like, it was last minute. I was like, dang, I don't like being kind of told stuff like last minute, cause it's like, you know. So then it's like, come Thanksgiving Day, it's like I'm grilling, but they're like trying to coach me from the side, and I was like, go do this, go do this. But it's like really just let me do my own thing,
And did that frustrate you at all?
Yeah. Cause it's like I know how to grill, and I'm saying you got my dad over here. It's like he's telling me to place the charcoal, make sure it's like all over the grill. But I was like, no, I want to have a cool down side for my chicken. So I was like, I'm gonna place it on I'm gonna place it. I had a cool, so I was like, I'm gonna have a cool down side on this side and a charcoal side. And that's what I did. He's like, you need to place it all around. And then I was like, but I just kept doing my own thing. I was like, just let me do it. Cause I know how to grill, I know how to cook.
My fault.
And then my aunt, she came and she was like, make sure the chicken like this, that. I'm like, okay, I know how y'all like y'all chicken. I know y'all like a little, they like their when you grill, they like their chicken like a little black on it, so not like black all the way, but you know what I'm saying,
that charcoalish,
yeah,
a little bit.
Yeah. So that's the first part.
And it was just like your dad and your aunts that was kind of making the comments.
This is my dad's side of the family.
Okay. You said it was your dad's side of the family, or it was just your dad and your
No, it's my dad's side of the family. So it's like my dad was over there, my aunt, and my cousins.
Okay.
Yeah.
And all of them was
My
making
grandma.
comments and stuff.
No. My grandma made a comment, but she always made jokes. She made a comment about my she was just like, dang, you need to get in the gym. She's like, I tell the girls, but they don't listen. But you won't be no big boy. So yeah, but. Now my grandma always made comments though. She cool, and my grandma funny. So.
Okay, so from just that instant, I guess it just seems that your dad's side of the family made a lot of comments about your cooking skills or the chicken, and it kind of frustrated you.
Yeah, I mean, I want to say it frustrated me because it's like I know how to grill. And then them being on my back so much, I'm like, bro, just let me do my thing. That's all. I don't like when I'm cooking. At least my time. I'm away from people. I'm kind of in my zone. It's just kind of peaceful.
You wanted it to
yeah, because it's I'm seeing something being. It's my own thing seeing being brought to life. Oh, I'm making this. Now it's this. It's food.
Yeah, your own creation.
Yeah. So. That's what I was just I don't know why everybody was trying to coach me. Cause then when the food was ready, everybody was like, oh my gosh, the chicken's so good, sauce. They always talk about the sauce. They was like, I need to sell this sauce in stores, and things of that nature. But
do you think after they was giving you your compliments on the sauce and the chicken, do you think the frustration went away from that instant, or it was still kind of?
If I'm being honest, when I would say yes, but I really didn't have too much time to think because once I got done eating, I went to the bathroom. I don't know what I ate, but my stomach started hurting. So
yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, so I went to the bathroom. But yeah, I went away a little bit. Like, I know it was gonna be good because I've grilled before. Like, and everybody always tells me like, I think like the lowest rating I done got on like me grilling was like, because I always ask people to rate, and people, I find it very real. It's like the lowest rating I got was like an 8.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, so I thought like I'd be, especially with the sauce, like the sauce is top tier. So, like, I mean, so like with that, I was like, bro, I don't know. I was just again kind of, I was like, why are you on my head so much? But that was something.
Do you think like it was other problems or like other priorities that you had to do over the break that you couldn't get done, and like this kind of like took up time that kind of make you more like frustrated?
Yeah, because it's just like, you know, you had to prep the chicken, so that's what I had to do too. Like, it kind of took me away from like just relaxing, because now I'm like, okay, I have to go in here, I have to season this chicken, I have to marinate this chicken, I have to let it sit, I have to bring it, like, and it wasn't that much chicken, but it was just like, you know, I could have been doing other stuff, because I'm trying to get right on my classes, because, you know, the end of the year is coming. Like, I don't need no class, because we have to have B's. So I'm really trying to get right on my classes so I can pass, because if I don't pass, if my GPA drops below a certain level, like a number, then I lose my grad assistantship, which is really paying for my school. So yeah, I'm not coming out of pocket. So that's why I was kind of getting frustrated.
So from just that one instance, before we like head on to the other ones,
Mhm.
I guess so since you had a lot of like classwork and assignments to do, and
Yeah.
you really care about like your future and like your academic experience and like your grades and things like that, you feel like do you feel like and correct me if I'm wrong, do you feel like having the job title of like doing all the chicken cooking and stuff like that, do you think that made you, I would say, like more frustrated since you prioritize like your school and like your academics that way?
I wouldn't say it made me more frustrated. I think it was just more so the last minute. Because like being told last minute, like being told like on Wednesday in the morning, like, yeah, you're grilling tomorrow. It's like, okay, now I have to run to the store. You have to get chicken, you have to come in here and season it. And it's like, you know, like the prepping is like, but the thing with cooking is like prepping it takes really the longest. Like cooking the food isn't long and it's easy. But like prepping is like what's really long.
So do you feel like the time that I wouldn't consider like wasted, but the time that you had doing like the chicken and prepping and stuff like that, do you feel like it was kind of a burden in a sense? Like,
yeah,
okay.
I think it was like a burden, because it's just more so like, sheesh, you know, like I don't know, like I just like, who wants to do this? I got schoolwork, I'm trying to do some schoolwork before I like, yeah, so.
Yeah, you mind me asking like how much like chicken was? Like, was it like a whole bunch or like a good amount?
It's probably like 15 to 20 pieces.
Okay.
So like,
and you just really wanted to focus on like your school time, especially since it was like break and stuff. Like,
yeah,
you
that's
had more
yeah.
time to focus on your school.
Yeah.
Okay. So from that instance, I guess we could, if you want to talk more about it, we can jump back into it. But what's some other like things that you want to talk about that happened during that break?
My dad also, he came. So basically, this story starts from, I had to go to the dentist, but they weren't able to do my cleaning because I had to get a moderate cleaning because it's been so long. Because like when I was in college, I really wasn't, like, I should have went to the dentist more. So luckily, it's not a deep clean; it's just a moderate cleaning. So I got this bill, and my mom, she would usually try to help me out from time to time. So she was gonna ask my dad to see like if he could cover it, because my parents are divorced. So my dad ended up coming over like Thursday morning. He was in like in the kitchen or whatever, and he was like this is what I don't like when my parents ask me how much money do I have in my account, because it's like, why, I'm 22 now, like you don't have to ask me how much I have in my account, because if I wanted to ask that, I would still have a joint account with my dad, but it's like I'm kind of past that. So my dad came over, he was like, oh, why you can't pay for this? And my mom was really just trying to help me because she's like I've been like kind of buying a lot of like Christmas gifts, so she was just trying to be courteous and just lend because they really never lend me money. Like my mom will sometimes, but like throughout my whole college, they probably wouldn't lend me like some money like one time. That's because I really needed it. But with like everything now, like it was just more so like he was like, why you not? Why? So he started like lecturing me about like, oh, what are you paying for? And then I had lied to him. I was like, oh, I have $700 in my account. He's like, how do you only have $700? I was like, I don't, because I don't actually. I was like, I don't know. Like, I just like, I be spending money on other stuff, which I really don't have. I have more than 700 in my account, like way more. But he was like, oh, you need to prioritize more. And then they started bringing back up the conversation about my girlfriend. So this one is like, it's really just, and I'm gonna get to the point with my dad girlfriend. But with this, it's more so like what's getting to me is like my dad lectured me because it's like he always does it, but it's kind of like it gets to a point where you get to an age. It's like okay, I kind of know, like I know right from wrong. Like then he started bringing up like, oh, how you only have $700 in your account and you plan on moving with my girlfriend soon. Like this, and if I was to move with her, let me state it would be like 2 years from now because she plans on going to like dental school after she graduates from tech. But she right now, so she has to finish her classes first. So she has one semester left. And then once she finishes her classes, then she'll have she had to do like some dental stuff, and then that's when she'll start applying for dental school. And she asked me like, like we had the conversation like, would you want to like, move away together? Because it's like by the time she goes, I'll be pretty much done. Like it's like okay, like I'll be graduating, and then she'll be done for dental stuff. So that fall comes, and we'll be able to like just go, because we'll be like on that same timeline. But that's when my dad was like, why would you want to do something like that? You don't have $700 in your account. Because they talked about it before. They was like, are you sure you want to do this? Like, even my boys, they try to say it too. But, like, my dad, like, he just, like, he lectures me so much. It's like, bro, like.
Do you feel like, well, I got two questions, but, like, with the lecturing, has he been doing, like, your whole life?
Yeah, he has, because he's, like, one of them that's, like, he just lectured me since I was a kid. That's, like, his main thing. Like, he's very, like, a strict dad. Like, been working since I was like 12, 13. So I really never had like I get free time, but I never really had like free time. Like it was always like either I was making money cutting grass or like he's just always strict. Like that's what he was lecturing about, just like making like my money. And then like when I turned 16, he put a job application on the table on my birthday. So that's like, and he lectured me like he just lectured me about a lot of stuff, and it's like always the same thing. Like it gets to a point, it's like I kind of get it. Like I understand you don't have to keep lecturing me. I'm 22.
Do you think like he keeps like pushing it down your throat because like he just wants to see you like do good like in life and things like that?
Yeah, he wants the best for me. I would say that. I feel like yeah, he wants the best for me because it's just been, I don't know, like it's just like yeah, he wants the best for me, but at the same time it's like like the whole like especially like money wise, he always talks about like budget. Like I do budget my money very well, but it's like I said, I have more than 700, but like you also got to take into account like I'm in the Christmas season right now. Then I also have my girl birthday. Her birthday's on Monday, coming up next Monday. So I'm having to get ready. I'm having to pay for like gifts, and gifts with like this inflation and stuff. It's like everything's everything's like more expensive. So it's just like I don't know.
Do you think? So my other question: do you think like you lied to your dad just so you could like try to get away from like the lecturing?
Oh nah, the reason I lied to him was because, and my mom had done this, was so he could pay for the dental bill. I didn't want to pay for the dental bill.
So do you think like he would have lent you a hand even if you were like honest?
No. I tried that before. No, not at all. 100%.
So with this, like with your dad like lecturing you and things like that, it seems that it's kind of, I would say kind of frustrating you, but kind of annoying in a sense, since you say like you're older, and it's kind of like, I wouldn't say he don't think you're responsible, but he you might think like you're like a child or like a baby or something like that, and you're not like responsible enough to survive on your own.
Yeah.
Was that something like you would agree with?
Yeah, I agree with that because with him, it's just he's just very much like I want to say like he doesn't think I'm responsible to survive on my own because I am on my own now. And I've been on my own like college wise like the past. I've been on my own for like 5 years pretty much. Like I don't really go back home. So and like I said, I see my dad I probably see him like every now and then. I don't see him much. Like I see him, but I don't see him much. Like as I did like in high school, because they got divorced like my freshman year of college. So as like I did in high school, like I saw him, pretty much every day. Now I see him like probably like once every 4 months, probably like once every 5 months.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask a question, but like I haven't really been like I guess or my parents aren't like divorced, so I know it might be like a little different for you. So if like it's like not, if it's uncomfortable for you, just let me know. But do you think like the divorce kind of I wouldn't say affected it, or I guess like affected your relationship with like your parents in a sense?
At first, yes, but now no. My parents they're good friends. Like at first it was, I mean like I always seen the divorce coming, so that's why I never really like cared. I mean, so, but nah, they still good friends. Cause like even I was telling my girl about it, like her parents are separated as well, and she was saying like her parents don't really communicate at all. It's like she's the middleman. So my parents they have a good relationship. They're just not together.
Okay. So what I'm getting from that one instance is that like it seems that I would say you care, but to a certain extent. Like of course, like I feel like the divorce kind of affected you in a little, like in a sense, but not like as much. So it kind of like you push it to the side in a sense. Do you kind of agree with that statement?
I think the only time I really cared is around holidays. But I mean, like with the divorce, like it's been a couple years. It's just really about that, like lecturing me. It's like he lectured me about just like a lot of stuff. That's really it.
And you've been doing that like your whole life, even when
Yeah, but it's like it gets to a point where it gets annoying. Like my dad, like it's like okay, like yeah, I know you want to see me get it on my own, but at the same time, it's like you can help out. Like, well, I don't want to say help out because it's just like I just want to help out at the same time. But yeah.
Do you feel like you need to prove yourself to your dad in a sense?
No, not really, because I feel like I've already proved myself pretty much. Like I proved myself pretty much, because yeah, I feel like I proved myself pretty much, just because of like a lot of the past stuff like I've been through. So it's like I feel like I proved a lot of people. I felt like I proved a lot of people wrong. Even like not even talking about my dad, but like just to jump off ship here. Like one time, I'll never forget this girl that I went to school with. She had transferred to Kennesaw, and she had saw me, and she was like, "Wow, like I can't believe like you went to college. I can't believe that." Like so like I feel like I proved a lot of people wrong because a lot of people just used to think that I was like, and I guess even like my folks like they thought I was just like not like smart just because like the people I hung around, like things I was doing, but that was never the case. So I feel like I proved them wrong.
Okay, so now I'm gonna kind of like talk about like you and like your spouse relationship. Do you think I guess like spoiling her with gifts or things like that, or is that like your like what do you? I was trying to say,
Love language?
yeah, love language like gifts and things like that.
Nah, my love language for my girl is quality time, I would say. And I don't only say that is because she's very, very outgoing. She's very funny. Her personality is probably like out of anybody I know, like one of the best personalities. And I think like with that, like I don't have to spoil her with gifts. Cause she spoils me pretty much with gifts. Well, we spoil each other, so the gifts is just like showing appreciation, like. And it's plus like since it's Christmas, so it's really just split up.
So do you think like your or the way like you and like your spouse is like your parents' relationship and how like it is, do you think like it make y'all connect more or like bond more or do things for each other more?
Nah, we don't really talk about like our parents' relationship for real. Cause like we be saying we really wouldn't. Man, this is no offense to my parents, but like we always say like we wouldn't take advice from them. Cause like I said, her mom's not married, my mom's not married, my dad's not married. They wouldn't really take advice from anyone who's not married. Cause yeah, you know. So nah, I want to say that. I just say more so like it's just really our personalities. I feel like that's connects us the most.
And what days were this? Was this still leading up to Thanksgiving or was
This
it
was
like,
Thursday. This was Thanksgiving of.
okay.
So this was before you went to go grill. I know it's a lot.
Okay. No, you good. So this was okay. So this was you said before you started grilling on Thursday.
Yeah.
And this was so do you think that instant or like that I wouldn't say altercation, but that I guess event or situation, do you think that kind of led up to you being even more, I guess you could say like fed up in a sense, and then like your dad's side of the family start grilling you with comments? And
Yeah,
like that?
yeah. I feel like that what it was. Like that. I was just like, I feel like from Wednesday to Sunday, I was just like angry. Like, I don't know. Yeah. I feel like that was probably what led up to me being like more upset. So.
Okay. Do you or since then? Well, I know it's only like Monday, but since then, have you gotten it like out of your chest, or like is it still like brewing in a sense, or are you still?
Nah, it was another situation. I'm gonna get to the last situation in a minute. That wasn't when I brewed all the way till Sunday, but yeah, nah. Me and my dad, we good though now. Like, I know it's all love, cause I mean, me and him went to the Hawks game on Friday, so we watched the Hawks. That was a good game. Well, I guess it was an okay game. The NBA they don't play defense anymore, so. Yeah, it was. Yeah, me and my dad good now, so.
Do you just think it was just how sometimes family just
it's just a moment.
Sometimes.
Yeah, it's just a moment.
Okay, but now y'all are real cordial and things like
that.
Yeah,
I love my family, so.
Okay.
I just felt like over Thanksgiving, I did one thing I would say. It made me realize I like kind of want like a big family or like more people in the house when I get like older, because like I just feel like that'll make Thanksgiving like better. Like, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, from what I'm hearing is that, and you can like tell me if I'm like, correct me if I'm wrong,
yeah.
But like the dynamic of like the family, I feel like since like what you saw, you want to improve like yours, or you don't want that to happen to like your family.
Yeah.
In a sense, so you're trying to like do everything you can in order to like get to that point where you can have like be the old one and have all these grandchildren and children and things like that. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Okay. I have one more point. And do you think also with you having like assignments due that week, do you think that also like encourage your anger in a sense, because like with you not passing or like you like having a lower GPA, it might affect like the outcome of like your program, correct?
That, and I've really just had anger issues. I want to call it. I felt like I had anger issues for a while. Just in a sense, like, Yeah, I've had anger issues for a while. I feel like I get it kind of like from my mom because my mom like she went to jail for like because of her anger issues. It was nothing crazy, but like it was just like I don't know, I get very like angry with stuff I really shouldn't get angry about. Like I told myself I would get like take anger management classes. Cause it's like some stuff I get mad about. It's like it's pointless. Cause I remember one time, like this was when I told myself, okay, I need anger management classes. Like we was playing basketball. I was playing basketball with my boys, and I had like got elbowed in the mouth, but it was like by accident. So I got like mad, and I had like one of my boys. He was like already recording the game, so I grabbed his phone and I threw it, and then like my I'm sorry for laughing. Then my other boy, cause we laugh about it now, but and my other boy, I didn't mean to do this, but I had picked up the basketball and I threw it, but it had hit his face. And I tried to check up on him, but he had got more mad, and then it led to me get more mad. So it's like, I mean, I think it's just something I need to work on, which kind of leads into my anger issues going into the situation that happened on Thursday evening. So a lot happened on Thursday, yeah.
Okay, can you tell me more about like what happened on Thursday evening?
All right, so this is like just the icing on the cake. So Thursday evening, I was on the game with my boys, and they had sent my ex like her Instagram story in the group chat. So I had watched it, and mind you, I should have went back and blocked it so I couldn't see it. But they had sent it, and then I forgot to block her so she couldn't see it. But they had sent it. They was just like being funny or whatever. So I watched it, but she ended up because my girlfriend already had her blocked. So she texted my girlfriend from another number, or whatever, and my girl got mad at me. And my girl was trying to break up with me over it because I was like, it was a whole misunderstanding. So then I texted my ex and I had some words for her. So then I was just like I was like chilling. Like I was chilling or whatever. Like a couple hours later, I get like a DM request. Not a DM request, I get like a notification of like a follow request because my page is private. So I accepted because I already know who the person is. So I accepted. And he tested me because mind you, I don't fight anymore. I feel like I'm too old to be fighting. I'm 22 now. I like some of that stuff is in the past, but like he tested me and he was like, yo, why are you saying this to Shorty and this, that, the third? And then I could have responded a better way, but I was like, hey, F you and her on my mama. So then he was like, bet, pull up and like let's fight. And I was like, well, me, how I am. Like I wasn't really thinking the right amount at the moment. I was like, bet, drop the Addy. So he sent it, and I was like, all right, bet. Like first, he was all the way in Kennesaw. I was already back on. So I was like, okay, like, all right, I was like, I'll be in Kennesaw tomorrow. Give me a time. And then he's like, he told me to give it to him. And I was like, okay, bro. I'm like, I'm not finna keep. I was like, bro, I'll just be up there tomorrow in Kennesaw, bro. Yeah, you won't get that. Because like I said, like I be in Kennesaw all the time. So then, the situation, I didn't want it to escalate too far, but it started to escalate a little bit because like some of my friends, I had showed them, and then they was talking about like, oh, we should go pull up on them, let's go out there. We're gonna be deep out there.
Kind of like hyping you up in a sense.
Nah, just like really like having my back in a sense.
Okay.
And then like I was like, bet. So then like my girl, she was over there getting like upset still because I was talking about fighting dude, and I was like, bro, I was just saying like all this stuff. Like, bro, like I really just ain't care about the outcome, but I was like, I don't know. So then like, so then I woke up the next morning.
This is Friday?
Yeah, this is Friday. I woke up the next morning and he blocked me. So when he had blocked me, I was like, bro, okay, cool, I'm gonna drop the situation, whatever. So then I think it was, we forgot about it for a few. So then come Sunday or Saturday, it was one of them. I don't get the days confused. My cousin had DM'd him too, checking him, and so this kind of started the situation back up again. So then my ex called my girlfriend phone, and I had talked to her. She called her from that fake number, but I had talked to her. I was like, if he wants to drop the situation, then cool. Cause I was like, bro, at the end of the day, it was like, I was just like, and I feel like I should have reacted differently because it was just all out of anger. Cause I was like, at the end of the day, like if he tried to fight me, it wasn't. And it's all my life has kind of always been like this. Like I've had people who always have my back. It's not like no gang stuff or nothing. Like, but it's just like I've always had people who have my back because I've just been like I'm very really a chill dude.
Yeah.
But my fault. I was thinking like this me. But he so I was talking to her and she started getting upset. She was like, this is like all your fault, blah blah blah. I was like, bro.
Your girlfriend said that, or
yeah, my girl was trying to blame it on me too. She was like, "You're ovary. Like you should have never called her out her name or stuff like that." And I was like, I really just didn't care. I was just like, I just wanted. I was like, if he still has a problem, like we can still fight because it's like simple. But I just kind of dropped the situation because my ex sent the text like his number, and he was like, here's his number if Kim wants to talk to him because blah blah this that. And I was like, bro, I'm not finna text this man number because he literally blocked me on IG. And that's when I started getting mad at my girlfriend because I was like, okay, now y'all are dragging the situation because it's like, you could have been blocked my ex the fake number, and this situation could have been done because the dude already blocked me. So it's like he doesn't want no problems, but it's like you still entertaining the situation. And I'm like, I'm not trying to put myself in a predicament where I'm out here fighting and I'm in jail with a whole battery charge, and it's like,
So to kind of sum it all up, I think, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but from start to beginning, first, of course, like since you had like priorities and doing like your academic work, that kind of started off a little like rocky and like kind of made you feel like a certain way. And then when your dad like started lecturing you, it kind of even brought the animosity or tension up even more.
Mm-hmm.
And then once like the slick comments and things of like the chicken and things of that nature, that made it even like kind of worse in a sense, which you still had to battle like your academic work too as well. And from the situation with like your girlfriend and the ex or whatever, that kind of was like, in a sense, like the cherry on top of you like kind of becoming real angry.
Mm-hmm.
But it seems that you was becoming like more angry because of like your future. And let me kind of like break it down. So like in a sense where it's like, okay, with the academic stuff, okay, like you really need to do this so you can pass in order to provide and do all that and graduate for your future. And then for the incident with like your girlfriend and your ex, it seems like you became mad like in an instance because you don't want like your relationship with your spouse to become ruined over some situation that petty in a sense.
Yeah.
Because like in the future, of course, you probably want to move with her and marry her or whatever y'all like want to do in that sense.
Mm-hmm.
Is that kind of right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. So as we like wrap it up, have you taken like any anger management classes or anything yet?
Nah, I be talking about looking into it, but I feel like the one thing I've been doing is getting closer with God. I'll say that. I feel like reading the Bible, it does help a lot. You just read a lot about how like my favorite verse in the Bible, James chapter 1 verse 19. It talks about being slow to get angry, being slow to speak, but be very quick to like listen. So I mean, reading the Bible has been helping me. I would say that.
Okay, and how long or I guess how long has your journey or your walk with like Bible and God, how long has that been, and how, I guess, what outcome have you been seeing or what improvement?
Since the beginning of I would say probably like June. I've done, yeah, June. Some of the outcomes I've seen is like, I apologize to people I did bad in the past. Just repent my sins, stuff I did in the past. That's it.
Okay. Well, that should wrap up our session. Thank you for coming, Cam. I think we should gonna work a little bit more on like the anger measurements on our next dang, I forgot what it's called. Session. Yes.
Yeah.
I can exit that out.